Hi, my name is Avio. Every year I get 6,000 demo submissions from artists all around the world for record label signing consideration. Every other day I review 30 to 60 of them right here on Record Label Boss. If you want to support your favorite artist in getting a recording deal, or if you want to find out what makes or breaks a demo, or if you just want to hang out, have fun, and talk about the music industry, you are very welcome to join us right here on Record Label Boss, and I'll see you on the next show. Hello and welcome to Record Label Boss with your boy Avi on the microphone. How are you doing on this wonderful Friday? Thank you so much for joining us on the program, and I'm going to turn that back a little tiny bit. It's TGIF, thank God it's Friday, and this is the Friday show of Record Label Boss with your boy Avio. I just want to mention that we're currently having issues on Reddit, or to say better, Reddit is currently having issues, so you're currently not able to see us on the Reddit, which kind of like defeats the purpose of me saying it, because if you can't see me on Reddit, and I'm telling you that you can't see me on Reddit, it obviously isn't that great of an information to you. However, welcome to Record Label Boss as we review today. I think around 50 artists have sent us their demos for review, and you're going to review them together with me, and we're going to find out if there's going to be any new and very cool independent artists that we could possibly invite to our artist run label at Count Zero Records. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for always being on Record Label Boss. I am looking forward to the weekend. I'm also looking forward to reviewing these songs with you, so thank you for joining us today. I want to give shout outs to Facebook and YouTube, to Twitch, to DLive, Trovo, VK Africa, and many other streaming services, and of course to our upstraight friends at Instagram and TikTok. How you doing, guys? I got slightly distracted there. Alrighty. I'm gonna try one more time to get him on. Nope, isn't going so far. So, let's head into... Boom! Oh, that was sudden. Alright, let's head into this reviewing. And let me check how many we got. We have 30, 40... Okay, we got 43 songs today. That means that we have time to actually go through them in a decent pace. So let us start. And I'm just gonna have to find a place to put my little up straight monitors here, because Those have always been our little poo-poo heads with Instagram and TikTok. Alrighty. First one, Desiree Andrews' Crooked Letter, submitted under Country Bluegrass Americana. How's your week been? Okay. There are quite a few things wrong with this recording, actually. And then something with the vocals. To where it looks to me like that singer, I don't know. I would wager to say that she has experience, but didn't have any kind of training. Yeah. Hold on, I'm just working on my review tablet right here for a brief second. Decent effort! Exclamation mark. And that was said on the wrong language. Now it wrote something about marks. Decent effort! Exclamation mark. Okay track and okay vocals that both remain improvable. Full stop. Recording should be addressed as recording quality and mix don't seem to sit right. Full stop. Keep working. Full stop. All the best and cheers! Exclamation mark. Alrighty. Same drum line. Is that the same song? Are you kidding me? What? Did I just not decline that? I did. That is so weird. They actually did send me the same song twice. Decent effort! Exclamation mark. As I said in the last feedback, I would first start addressing the mixing issues and the vocals. Full stop. All the best. Full stop. Oh wow. I did you know I actually never had that? That somebody sent me twice the same song? Like the same song on the same day, back to back? That is very interesting. Alright, we got some more chill vibes here from Trackasol, you and me. Yep, remains chill. Just gonna check some stuff really quick. Yeah, it's pretty good. I wouldn't say that it's like overwhelmingly good, but it's... What happened there? But it's pretty nice, pretty chill. Yeah, I'll pass it in a second. Hey, Songwriting Tips, how you doing, my man? I'm just gonna keep this up. That's pretty cool. I know you can't see it. I know you can't see what I said pretty cool about. Hey, I was forward to doing this. Thanks so much for joining and thanks so much for looking forward to it. Hi, Get to Know. Hi, Songwriting Tips. Hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna pass this in a second. Because it's like, you know, I actually like it, you know. I don't think it's gonna be a chart hit, you know, and it's gonna explode on the world stage, but it's a chill track for having while you, you know, I don't know, barbecue or sit in the park or something. Hey, James, how you doing, my man? Have you purchased all of the stuff you needed to purchase? Okay, I think I know this guy. No, I don't. But it's a instrumental. Again. Oh, man. Yeah. It's gonna be no. Decent effort! Exclamation mark. Okay, instrumental that remains fairly simple and could be improved by adding more instruments. Full stop. All the best and cheers! Exclamation mark. Yeah, you're right, Song. People need background music, but even for background music, we have a certain, you know, bar. And we get a lot of background music that consists of just one piano line or something, like we just heard, where you have like one, maybe two instruments, and that's too boring. So good background music is always something that you can use, you know. Okay, Chris Considine. Don't know what it is. Day mode. Night mode. Oh, you found a cat. And the cat has glasses on. That is very, very nice. And he looks like my cat. He looks like Ringo. Ringo Starr, the label cat. He's a British short hair. In that orange color, you know. Okay, no. That is just too decent effort! Exclamation mark. Song is okay, but remains very basic and improvable in variants and melodic content. Full stop. All the best and cheers! Exclamation mark. Alrighty. And actually, since I haven't been typing, my arm has actually improved in health, and it's hurting a whole lot less now that I started doing the voice recognition thing, because I used to type everything, and then just started hurting so bad I couldn't anymore. Aware. Yeah, it was like self-defense. My arm was hurting so bad I couldn't, I had carpal tunnel so bad I couldn't do anything with it anymore, and it was hurting all the time. Yeah, sometimes the voice recognition picks up a word wrong, and then many times I get feedback back from artists. They're like, what do you mean with this word? Why is this word wrong? I don't know. Being pissed off that I have one word wrong in a feedback, and like you wouldn't do a typo or something, yeah. I don't know. Some people are just extremely testy with the feedback. And like, I don't know, maybe I would be too, I don't know. But they're like really judging every word that I say, but mostly not really reflecting on the actual content. It's kind of like people reading the Bible. They're very quick to literally interpret everything, but for the most part they miss the meaning because they're so caught up in the form. I don't know. This is just boring. Decent effort! Exclamation mark. Nice and cute song that has its strong points but remains basic and could be improved with more variants and an emotional arc. Full stop. All the best and cheers! Exclamation mark. Oh, absolutely. Songwriting Tip says it's hard to have your work judged. Yeah. And I'm not really judging it. I'm just giving feedback because people want feedback, This is something I don't understand because people have the option to not receive feedback. But a lot of them choose to receive feedback, So, I don't know. Right, next one. But I guess a lot of people are thinking that the song that they worked so hard on, the album they worked so hard on with their friends, was gonna, create a lot of positive feedback for them. But in most cases, it actually doesn't. And because especially beginning artists overestimate their own quality, like grossly. I still can't start the Reddit. Yeah, the more seasoned people are, the more they are able to judge their own stuff, Somebody that makes music for 30 years, they can tell you which of their songs are good and which ones are not, and where the songs that aren't so good are still lacking, But that kind of self-reflection is very difficult to have. Yeah, I'm not feeling this. Decent effort! Exclamation mark. James, oh, let me type this. Decent effort! Exclamation mark. Okay track that remains very low key and basic, with vocals to match the low energy. Full stop. Would work on variants of content and energy. Full stop. All the best and cheers. It just remains extremely basic. Yeah, James, I kind of have, and it's the entire chain that we're running through here. Because we're going from this studio, we're going out with 3 separate feeds, and some of these feeds that go out are then themselves buffered and redistributed, so that we can be on a lot of channels. And that process is like a cascading feed. Increases the delay every time it cascades. And of course, the more out feeds you have on your computer, that can also cause problems, you know. So I'm thinking about making the amount of services that were available on smaller, and just really cutting down where we are available. Maybe just do a lot fewer channels, and I don't know, maybe cast to Twitch straight, I don't know. That's not so bad. Kid Vakali. I don't know what he's talking about. My first release last month hit #1 on Billboard. What? I really don't know what this guy is about. But I'm gonna save it, but yeah, it's a good epic song, but I don't think that stuff would go anywhere on Billboard. Not even near there, but
Dub Life Music Group.
Was it Kid Vakali? Kid Vakali. I don't know. Anti-music. Will be included. That's some kind of offbeat side. Okay, it's some kind of featuring or something. I don't know. But interesting. Oh, Try Fail Repeat is here. How you doing, my man? Oi, mate. May I already make a statement? Everything with this kind of overuse of autotune will bet a nay. My cash app steady going up. You missed out on this life, love, and that's sad as fuck. I don't need you. You have me confused, but now you see through. 7 million Spotify streams, he says. What is it? It's the day of the posers? Are like only Billboard artists and super famous people sending me stuff, or are all these people pretending? How can you have 7 million? Ah, damn it. Doesn't work. Plays if you have like 1,000 followers. I don't know. A lot of times people send me stuff that's not really true. Okay, I'm gonna investigate this guy just because, you know, he doesn't write anything about his music. He says he has 7 million streams and already talked to various other record labels, and, you know, I don't know. Seems to be a lot of achievement and name dropping today. I'm doing fine. Managed to pass an exam this week. I didn't even open the books for, so that's lovely. Oh. Me? Oh, I just set to song that, since I've been using the voice recognition, my arm's been doing a lot better. I'm still struggling with my hearing loss, but then again, it's Friday, that's good. There's a lot to work in the label, like so much I don't even know what to do. And there's still the difficulty of Corona where we're not making any money. So that kind of sucks. Barely try pass. Yeah, that's right. Barely try pass. Trying to decide if I like these vocals. And that's a typical Austrian thing, you know. Because here when you ask somebody how they're doing, you're actually asking them how they're doing. Oh, we have a new follower. That is wonderful. Social Climber. Welcome to the channel, Social. Where are you from? What are you doing? And why have you came to us? And thank you. Do you review singer-songwriter and Americana? Yes, I do. If yes, let me know where to send you a couple of tracks. Here at recordlabelboss.com, at the very end, bottom of the page, you can find a demo submission. Social Climber rocks. Wow, are you guys ganging up on me or something? Whoops, what's up with the chat? That is a very long chat that is like right in front of my face. Not sure I had calculated that. And Social Climbers in Boston, Massachusetts. Hey, what's up there? I saw that Songwriting Tips is watching, so I stopped by. Oh, your friends. Okay.
I found this beat in the Bible.
Okay, good. Always good to have groups here, you know?
Yeah. I know our ancestors disappointed, so I'll make sure I come correct when I start recording. It's for my people who have.
Okay, that's still not really there. Decent effort! Exclamation mark. Okay, and interesting track that still could be upgraded in production quality and vocals. Full stop. All the best and cheers! Exclamation mark. Alrighty. Okay, so Social and Song are friends, and they're coming here. They're gonna submit some demos. It's gonna be great. And I tend to be a person that a lot of singer-songwriter Americana people send their stuff to. And I never had thought that I would be working with so many singer-songwriter Americana type of people, because it's like totally not my music. But for some reason that seems to be a significant amount of the gang that I work with, you know? And they're all very happy, and I'm happy too, but you know, as an electronic artist, I had thought that I would be signing lots of electronic artists, and so far, I signed one, but he died, and that's not a joke, you know. Dr. Skendi died on the 19th of December last year. Very tragic. And horrible, you know, a great blow to me, because we're like the same age, and we were like going to do things together, you know? And then he catches it, and a week later he's dead, you know? That was fucking... That was stupid. That was so stupid. You know? And, so... very little going on in terms of electronic, and a whole lot going on in everything else. Metal, singer-songwriter, folk, indie. Yeah, I was very sad for quite a while there, but I have to say that I'm over it. It might sound cynical, but I was very, very upset about it for like a month. Also because he was currently working on his album in his country house. So he has a house on the countryside where he has a studio. He put it in there, and he was like in there doing his stuff and working on his album and his videos, and we're chatting, and I'm sending him samples, and he's like, these samples are shit, I will not use them, you know? And I'm like, oh my god, you're annoying, you know? Like how producers are, you know? And he'd like, yeah, I am working on video, it will be great, a good video. So, and then like I don't hear anything from him, and the next thing I hear is that he died, you know? So he went to a like a cookout or something, and he caught it there. All the time while he's sitting in his studio in his house by himself making his album. And he got to send me his album, and it's out actually. But he didn't get to finish his music videos, which I'm still trying to get working together with his son and daughter and stuff. So yeah, that was that story of Dr. Scandy. Very sad. Hold on, I have a thing here. I think I have it here. Yep, there it is. I'm gonna put it up for a while. You can see it if you're not on the Upstraight. Okay, somebody is asking where's the metal and indie? The metal is still secret, but I think you will be able to hear about it within a week. I talked with the guys today. We're preparing everything for the signing announcement. We have new music videos on the way, a new album coming out, and I think it's going to be really, really great. I think I have a very nice metal band here that's working with us, and I think they are very good. And yeah, that is that. So I can't say the name of it. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to, you know. I mean, I can do what I want, but I won't. All right, let's listen to this girl's voice.
They've always left me needing more. It's not in bars or other boys. This daily dose of joy, it's in you.
I think you know them, Tri-Fail. I think you've been on there when we were reviewing them.
Now I feel I've all in me. I found the part I couldn't see. Now I feel I'm nearly there. You've woken me.
Sarah Buckley. No info. No info, no other song. It's no. Decent effort, exclamation mark. Interesting song, full stop. Would like to hear more, full stop. Maybe you want to send us some, question mark. All the best and cheers, exclamation mark. I'm not gonna be able to tell much from one song. And did this elusive metal band pass the review panel in the past? Yeah, they did. That's why I'm saying you heard them. And I'm and Try Phil says, so yes, nice. Finally, maybe something on your label I might want to listen to next to all the other amazing stuff, of course. Yeah, no. No, I think they're really good. And they're very nice and hardworking people. That is very important to me, that somebody actually fits into a team, that they do their shit, they have their things together. And they do. They're they're well organized. They work very hard. They put out a lot of content all the time. They work on albums, work on covers, work on just about everything, you know, connecting with fans. And that is so important, that the band or the artist also does their part. And it sounds weird, but some artists think that, oh, switch hats. Yo-Yo redeemed the hat switch. Oh my god. Geschossen, Yo-Yo. Okay. I had to grab that hat from somewhere. It's a hat switch. Hat switch. Yeah, that's the game. That's the game, man. If you're on if you're on Twitch, you get to play. Cowboy hat next time. I don't have a cowboy hat. Sorry. Bisschen Spaß muss sein. Ja. Wir haben ein Bier, Jojo. Man kann ein Bier bestellen. Cowboy hat next time. The music and vocals don't match in this super real ghost stuff. Okay, let me. Always gotta make sure that the things are on right. Is my hat on right, or is it like sideways or something? Always difficult to say, and this is some kind of like a dad hat, you know. It's a bit too simple. Decent effort! Exclamation mark. Pretty cool for what it is. Full stop. Would try to add more variation and a little bit of melodic change. Full stop. All the best and cheers! Exclamation mark. Switch back. Oh man, I think my hold on just a second. I think my socials just collapsed. Drink water. Oh my god, drink water, switch the hat back. God, what the fuck? What is it? Is it like freaking Kasperle time? Okay, hydrate. Switch hats. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna hydrate now.
Feel so lucky just seeing your face every morning. Hey, something right now I wouldn't take for granted.
Now I'm gonna switch hats back.
No. Just when I thought I was all good on my own, you became the missing piece. When you were gone, what did I do?
All right. Okay. This is turning out to be a lot of work. Don't have enough points, but if it's up to me, you're allowed a beer instead of water. That's right, isn't it? And you know what? I had to increase the price of beer because otherwise people were like always sending me beer, like 2 or 3 times a show. and she's like, he's on diet. But it's Friday, you know. You should be able to drink a beer here. I'm having a beer. Who's having a beer? James is having. See? James is having a beer. Come on.
Used to a lonely world, it's all I had known. Build walls up to the sky.
He's on diet.
They came
Low carb beer then.
down, down. All it
Is there such a thing as low carb beer?
say,
I don't know. I never.
I got it this time.
I never seriously. I never seriously considered if there's a low carb option for beer.
Easy, but you know you did the same. Ay, you always catch me when
So I'm gonna be. And now he's on diet, and that's what. Look how aggressive she is, you know?
this way.
Towards poor me, who once a week wants to drink a beer.
You could see
Yeah, no.
what's in my heart.
That's me saving the points and passing beer. It's just too bad get the maximize you at 2. Oh yeah. She Oh, I see, that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to save up all the points and then give me like 4 beer in the show.
As a second chance, love is all we got. Baby, let us hold
I see, that was your evil. Czech beer is ordered. That's right, yo-yo. Czech beer is good. And I still have the Czech beer plug-in for my beer machine so that I can hook up your barrels. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, are we back online on the socials? Yep. Not bad, but too random. Decent effort! Exclamation mark. Good vocals and some other good parts, but the song remains a bit simple and basic. Full stop. Would work on improving complexity of song. Full stop. All the best and cheers! Exclamation mark. Hey, Big Crypto. Big Crypto. Hey, Big B Crypto. How you doing, Big B? And Trifail Repeat says, she's actually saying you're fat. I wouldn't take it and demonstrate with a couple of beers. Yeah. Oh, songwriting has cheered 100 bits. Thanks, man. Much appreciated. You know, it's Corona and everybody's hurting. So we appreciate everything you do for us, guys. Yeah, and I think it's totally bad that she's like, you know, totally like disrespecting me and calling me, you know, that I need a diet and stuff. Big B for the Buckethead, the goat of independent artists. Thanks, man. I am the goat. That's right. I could be the goat. No, I think I am the goat. I don't think anybody reviews as many tracks as I do a year with feedback and live and everything. Crypto for the crypto, that's right. We have a pretty cool crypto project, which, depending on who you are, you already know or not. BLD coin. Haven't been able to work on it for a while. You know. Yeah, it sounds like a horrible version of Nightwish. It is, yeah. I'm gonna say no. Decent effort! Exclamation mark. Interesting music, but I am not totally sure that the vocals work out. Full stop. All the best and cheers! Exclamation mark. Oh, man. Yeah, so we were just talking about beer, now we're talking about crypto, you know. Yeah, I've been working on this project for the coin for our And we implemented the functionality so we can buy Ethereum and Bitcoin on our page. And we have an NFT store and smart contracts deployed and everything. It's essentially ready. I just don't have the time to keep working on it. At the moment, it's insane because Corona is about to end, you know? And all of the artists now want to release their stuff so that it's out when venues open, perceivably in the fall. Yeah, the vocals are way in front and way high pitched, constantly high pitched, and the music is way in the back. Didn't like it, me neither. That's some some nah step. Decent effort! Exclamation mark. I don't know. Decent effort! Exclamation mark. Okay, track that could work with a just little bit better flow and less extreme choppiness. Full stop. All the best and cheers! Exclamation mark. I mean, I know it's part of the dubstep genre and everything, but he's almost ruining the entire flow, you know? If you look at popular dubstep artists, they usually have a pretty good song flow as well. Later's Random Stranger. Is this a dial-up router? What? Oh, yeah. Because it was like... Okay, nice to meet you all. Gotta go guitar practice. Okay. Yep. See you later, social. Nah, dude, you're obviously way too young. We all know Dial the Tune and Foxtone by heart. That's right. But I have to say that I was a student at the university when I had my first modem. Like, I could afford the modem and the phone line to go with it, you know? Yeah, I never had it at home. And I think I got it when I was, I don't know, 20. Something like that, yeah? And then I had various modems, of course, you know. Oh, Reddit finally works again. Hello, Reddit! How you doing? You just had a very unfortunate technical issue that prevented me from being live, but now I'm here for you on Reddit. But we're in the middle of the show, so welcome back. See, that was an impromptu. So yeah, I did a lot with the modem. In the beginning, it was mostly BBS, you know. Just, I don't know, download some shareware or talk on some boards and stuff. It wasn't that interesting. And then when it graduated to chats and stuff, it became good. LimeWire, Napster, yeah. And then I became involved in a student project that had as a goal to build a chatting community. And we did. We built one of Europe's largest student chatting communities, which was at that time such a weird thing that most people didn't understand what we were doing. And they were like, you're sitting in front of the computer and typing, and you mean you're like talking to other people? And we're like, yes, we have a student network where students from all over the world can log in and talk to each other about their experiences and stuff. And we had regular user meetings and stuff, and it was epic. I was on the supervisory board, and we had over 70,000 users worldwide, with parties in every country, It was insane. It was freaking insane. And that was at the time when people, for the most part, didn't even know what the internet was. And Tryfail Repeat says, what the fuck did you do to the ISDN line? It's 24/7 in use. Another spill, yeah. Parents didn't know about the 2 channels, yeah. Yeah. Just too much the same. Would need more variants. Decent effort! Exclamation mark. Okay track that flows pretty well but remains the same over its entirety and could use more variation. Full stop. All the best and cheers! Exclamation mark. It's not bad, but it's just repeating. Hey AMG, how you doing? I got hugs. And Guitar says, great channel. Thank you very much, Guitar. That is very much appreciated. Hey, how you doing, guys, on Reddit? It's always the best thing when you know, when the first thing that happens to you is somebody gives you an award or a donation. And today, guys, I already had to switch hat twice and drink water once, and all in the span of like a minute. So I was like shuffling quite a bit here. Oh, here's a personal message. Hey Count Zero, looking for sync deal opportunities for this song. Yeah, but it's not so great, Dan. Decent effort! Exclamation mark. Song has some good elements, but for the most part stays a little bit monotonous and could be improved with more variants. Full stop. Keep working, you can do it. Full stop. All the best and cheers! Exclamation mark. Alrighty. Just had to plug up my phone. Oh. Nope. So no. Oh yeah, man. All right. Oh, got a bunch of people on Instagram and TikTok also. Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, we've been watching this new show. What is it called? Baker Street Boys? Because I love Sherlock Holmes and stories, and I read all the books when I was young. But I think I fell asleep yesterday when we were watching. But it's everything Sherlock Holmes is really interesting to me. Usual Competition says, "Come on, man, that was good." and you know, that's where they have, you know, this the main antagonist is a demon with a like a raven face, you know. Thanks, Stupid Ho. Very interesting username, Stupid Ho. Oh my god. Yeah. I like being in here. I'm in here literally, I don't know, anywhere from 10 to 14 hours every day. So it's like super important to me. I don't snore, no. I never snore. I couldn't snore. Trust me, I'm not a snorer. I only snore when I don't get to drink a beer every day. No. The evening is always a good time for a beer. Usual competition asks me where you from. I am from Graz in Austria. It's where the Arnold is from, yeah? Get to the chopper. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. The show is the Irregulars. Oh, it's called the Irregulars, or is it called the Baker Street Boys? Blong. Something made blong. Roast my PTR. Oh no. Don't have time for a Clubhouse now. So if you know Graz in Austria, then you know more than most people in this world, because they don't know where it is or where it is, you know. So I always do this Arnold reference, you know. And then people sometimes get it. And sometimes they don't. I'll be back. For me it's difficult because I don't have as much of a Austrian accent when I speak German as he does. What's up, bro? Tempur... oh my god. Tempi Titties. I can remember him. Yeah, Arnold has a very bad accent. He's like, I'll be back. You know? And I don't have that. So I have the fake an Austrian accent being Austrian. It's like really, really weird. Get to the chopper. But he speaks a little bit more from the front. Get to the chopper. Something like that. And Getano says it's called the Irregulars, but Netflix in Austria translated it as the Baker Street Boys. I see. Chiari. That is not so bad. Where are you from, Chiari? But it's not good either. And no info. Why would you submit your shit and not give me any info about you? And then do a 404? Are you kidding me? Sometimes I don't understand artists. I haven't done the plug. I tried the I'll be back joke on my stream, but no one got it. You haven't done the plug yet. What plug? Oh, I should be plugging Getano. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Come on, come on, come one, come all. Please see Meg's Beauty, the best beauty channel on Twitch. And it is run by one of my most loyal viewers, Getano. So if you have a girlfriend or a wife that wants to know more about makeup, go to twitch.tv/MegsBeauty. Was that good? Was that good? Did you like that? For your, I'll show you that. Yeah. I did it. I totally did it. Hypnosis gave me helpful. That is very nice of you. What? And usual competition says, when I was young, I genuinely thought Austria was just people misspelling Australia. I guess young Austrians think Australia is misspelled Austria. Yeah, look. The first time I was in America, we were guests at a family. They were very nice to us. They were from German descent, but it was their grandmother that was. And the daughter, who was like, I don't know, maybe 13 or something, she came to me and my friend, because I went with André, which was one of my college friends. And she said, guys, do you really eat the kangaroos in Austria? And I was like, oh my God. You know, but I have to say that the rest of the family was laughing at her, you know, and they were like, you're from a German family and you think that Austria and Australia is the same, you know. But yeah, I did get a lot of kangaroo stuff. Trust me, it's like always like. And when people ask me, seriously, when people ask me if we eat the kangaroos, I always say yes. They taste like chicken. And Hypnosis asks me, what is Avio? That is a metaphysical question, but it's my name, my artist name, that I picked for various reasons. Oh, cool. Yeah, it is. I'm trying to figure out if I like this song. It's a little bit all over the place, but it has some good basic melody. Okay, I'll save him. I don't know. I'm looking for electronic artists. As I explained earlier, everybody who seems to be singer-songwriter or country is like piling in on me. What kind of artist are you? I used to be a hip-hop producer, really, but that was like 20 years ago. Nowadays, I'm a EDM producer. And what we called electronic music, actually we didn't call it electronic music, really, back then. That's what just people called it that didn't do it. You know, we just called it music. And now people call it EDM, you know. People always call it something different. But when I started, it was, you know, what, you're making music with a computer? Nobody's ever gonna listen to that shit because that is just beeping, you know. So yeah, that's kind of like what I do now. Even though, you know, I haven't produced a single song last year because I was so busy with the label and everything. That was so crazy. Yeah. I've seen the birth of electronic music from the very, very beginnings, running a Commodore 64 and later an Amiga, and doing Noise Tracker and Fast Tracker, you know, the world's first like stereo, and then 4-track for like private people, and huge parties where people would go that are like music makers on computers. The time where Jean-Michel Jarre made music for computer games, and you know, all of these things, because like the entire electronic scene came very strongly from computers, because in the scene there was like two kinds of guys. There were the synth guys and there were the computer guys, and the synth guys essentially did with hardware what we did with programming, I would say, you know, because we were essentially using the same electronics, just on one hand it was inside of a computer, on the other hand it was inside of a synth. Hypnosis says, nice, there's a lot of electronic music artists on Reddit streams. Yep. And for me it's interesting because a lot of the stuff that I hear today is things that I heard in the 80s or were made in the 80s. Just that back then people laughed at us for it. Hey, Kimmy, thank you for following. That is very nice of you. Totally appreciated. Gonna turn Scandi off for a bit here, but he's always gonna stay with us. Yeah, so in the 80s, people made fun of the stuff that artists, like beginning artists, amateur artists now do on Reddit. It's insane, you know, 40 years later, and here's all these people making electronic music. And, no, it isn't 40 years ago. 30. And, back then, people would just like... I wouldn't even say that they were disrespecting us. I would say they thought that we were insane. And Hypnosis says, I'm a software developer and play percussion. Seems I should get into electronic music myself. It's a great lot of fun. I love it. The problem is, I still like my music from back then, you know? I still like the 8-bit stuff and the Amiga stuff and everything. And people, when I do a remix of like Commando or Monty on the Run or something, people don't know where to place it nowadays. You know? Because there used to be a time when everybody was like, oh man, that is that song but a remix. And now people are like, what the fuck is that? You know? So you notice when the people in the next generation have no connection, no cultural connection to your roots anymore, and the things that you do don't make any sense to them because they've never experienced them. Which is interesting. What's going on? Yeah, so? Yeah. It's a user that has changed the password for his username. Yeah. Okay, somebody was concerned about security, but it's normal. Alright, let me see. Recommended Ableton. I work in Ableton, yes. I worked with just about every software in these many years. But I don't know. I wouldn't recommend Ableton. I'll just say I work in Ableton. Usual Competition 45 said, what have you studied to get into this line of work? When I was 19, I had to make a choice between touring with a then pretty well-known hip-hop band or going to college. I choose to go to college. I studied economy. I graduated. I'm almost done doing my PhD in sociology, and I've been manager in various companies for the last 25 years, I'd say. And towards the end of that, mostly general manager, president, super board, something like that. But I got to where I am not by being a great musician, but by being a great manager. I never made an impact on anything, you know. I do music because I like it. I like to do it. I do it and I like to do it. And it's always been my work has always fueled my passion, even though I think that if I had continued to make music, electronic and hip hop at that time, I probably would be very famous by now. But I made other choices because I had to, because I come from a family background where we didn't have much. So I needed to make money. And this is the same that I see replicated now a lot with musicians. A lot of them are struggling to fulfill their musical dream because they just don't have the money to pay. So they need to do something else. So I can relate to this a lot. Point Straight says, hiya. Hey. Hypnosis says, like modern country is almost indistinguishable from traditional country. Yeah, I don't know. Great podcast voice. Thank you very much, Point Strange. It's somewhat modified, but still, I'm training it. BSBS says music critics these days suck very much like the music. It depends. If I feel like the best the person best qualified to criticize music is somebody who makes music themselves. Then they can actually give some feedback that can help you. If it's somebody who hasn't really made music ever, it doesn't matter which genre. I wouldn't necessarily give so much on what they have to say. And Usual Competition says, mad respect, bro. What's your research topic? My research topic is, I don't know if I should change it, but I'm almost done. It's the perception of renewable energy in the Austrian daily print media. And it's a thing about perception versus reality, which you can always do in sociology, because there's always a perception reality gap in like so many things. So, but that has always interested me because there is a perception reality gap on in so many things, and people are very convinced that they know what's true, but it's actually totally not. And it's an interesting thing to explore why this is. And the question is the media influencing the people or the people influencing the media, you know? But in reality, it's a circulatory system. It's like the same with print media that it is with newscasters and TV stations, etc. It's circular, you know? People like to get reaffirmed in their opinions. Media likes to reaffirm people because then they can sell. If they sell, they're more successful, so they make more reaffirmatory things, and then people like it even more, and it kind of like circles into a point to where what media says is entirely based on how much advertisement media can sell. And then media becomes the ultimate algorithm of what TikTok is today. Maximize watching time. It doesn't matter if you're showing a murder, a train wreck, a rape, people loving each other. Maximize viewing time, maximize ad time, and that is the number one premise, you know. Versus, are you actually informing people? Usual Competition 45, very interesting. Is it circular though? Is there research to prove it's circular? There is research. Okay, so there's definitely research that proves that people are influenced by what media says. Like, there's like so many studies over the last, I don't know, 40 years. But there are also many studies, not as many, but some, that clearly show that people's current ideas influence what media does. So if people think gay rights is a thing, you'll see more gay rights things. If people think, you know, a certain politician losing the election is a thing, they'll run more of these things. Why? Because more people will watch, they will have ad time. So there is evidence that there is a two-sided influence. And I think what we're currently seeing, for example, in America is a very interesting thing because it's kind of like a spiral that keeps self-reinforcing to the point to where either media or people say, okay, stop. Even though this is what I would like to hear, it's probably not true. And media would say, even though this is what I would like to say, I'm not going to say it because it's unethical. So, yeah. Okay, I think I've successfully scared off every last viewer on any channel possible. talking about these things, you know. So yeah, I now have proof that, for example, talking about electronic music and the origins of electronic music has actually increased my viewership, and I could see it. And then talking about sociology has actually significantly decreased my viewership. And that illustrates another problem. There's a lot of things that people want to hear, also in entertainment, of course. But there's a lot of things people just don't want to hear about, and they kind of like should be, because they're also important. But, you know, if you're in the entertainment industry, you kind of like do what people want. It's kind of like your job. So, you know, media and corporations are largely tied together, yeah. So in the end, we get influenced but by what's best for a company. For the most part, yeah. That's from Hypnose. And Usual says, right, Tucker is an example. Tucker Carlson is an example. It's circular. Sorry for getting into less interesting topics. No, to me, it's extremely interesting. It's just that a lot of people don't share that passion for that, you know. Did you know that Tucker Carlson is legally registered as a comedian on Fox News? He's not. They don't legally run him as a journalist, or even a commentator, but he is legally ran as a comedian. Few people know this, but Fox got served a few times. They had to make a statement in front of court, and they've always claimed that since he's a comedian and the things he says are obviously wrong, he can't be faulted, because comedians have a very broad free speech in the U.S. legal system. So, you know, what people think is and what is are different things. But this is also the same in music. I recently saw a TikTok video where they were discussing if some black artist, I forgot, god damn it, is an industry plant. And then they're like arguing back and forth who is an industry plant. When I can tell you 95% of all artists are industry plants. It's just that people don't know, you know? I don't think there's any industry that is as fake as the entertainment industry, because it's literally what the industry does. It creates no, that's a remix. It creates a fake version of reality that people enjoy. Do you think that Hypnose is asking, do you think that media influence prevents some artists from succeeding or expressing themselves? Absolutely. 5,000%. Usual Competition asks, satire is protected from libel. True. Yep. So, you know, this is where we are, you know, where comedians are presented as actual news sources, where completely casted and fake artists are presented as genuine, and people eat it all up and believe it is true. We are in 1938 in Germany. That's where we are. What is with Try Fail Repeat? What did he do? I couldn't see it. Did he chat anything? I couldn't see the chat message. What happened there, guys? I'm like totally confused. Why did I not get the chat message? Oh? Ha ha ha, a trifle repeat, James Renton laughing.
That will take us back to a day when our hearts were filled with love. Now my heart is filled with love.
Yes, Jojo, you can, totally. I suggest a co-op with your Reddit stream, Hijacker doing the makeup. We can talk and listen to music while she's doing your makeup. Yeah. We could totally do a collaborative stream between makeup and music. That is going to be very interesting. My makeup looks fine, yeah, I don't know.
Before I forget the sight of it, let's take a photo.
I get so much singer-songwriter and like indie pop folkish type of music. Usual competition asks, do you also study global sociology? Everybody says globalism is giving rise to nationalism everywhere. But why did Trump lose then? US bucked the trend. How? Just the strength of the US democracy? No. Research indicates that in pretty much any population, you'll have 20 to 30% of the people believe that a strong leader in charge of running something is the best way, or actually the only way. Equally, you'll have around 15% who believe like very open organizational structures / anarchy is the best way. And this seems to go through societies, but in some societies it's more, in some societies it's less. And the reason why Trump won is because he's a completely incapable politician. And any politician worth his salt would have easily won that election. And the reason he lost is entirely up to him. He insulted black people, Asian people, European descent white people, fat people, handicapped people, poor people, Jewish people. God, who did he not insult personally? And then he did the worst thing he could probably do. He insulted old people by always making fun of old people, and then didn't take Mexican people. There you go. Thank you, Jojo. Yo-Yo. And then he didn't take Corona seriously. And if you look at the numbers, it was the old people that voted Donald Trump out, because old white people abandoned Donald Trump in double digits. And that's where he lost them. The old white people were not amused that he's making fun of them, like, you know, all that stuff, and not taking Corona serious, which affected them the most. So if he was a little bit more capable and able to read numbers and able to shut up, he would have won with 60%. Easy. No problem. And agree, Avio. Is the media telling you all this? I don't watch a lot of American media because I watch it for entertainment. You cannot really get information from American media because it's a battlefield of advertisement, special interests, and various other things. I get my information from European media for the most part, and actual research. I mean, like, not QAnon, let's research on Facebook. I mean, like, research, you know, that you learned when you're a PhD candidate. You can actually get extremely good numbers after an election, seeing who voted for what. And then you can draw your own conclusions. And I like to do that. And I looked at it and I saw a huge... Because what you're looking for is demographic groups changing sides. Where is a demographic group that massively changed sides? And then you'll this way you can explain any country's election outcomes, you know? And you could see, oh, the young people shifted, or the old people shifted, or it was working class people, or it was intellectual people. Who was it? And for Trump, the people that shifted were old white people. So yeah, I do study global sociology, and some things are replicated everywhere. Usual Competition says, I'm fascinated by sociology. I'm a researcher myself in STEM. Do people in sociology rely on hard data or test hypotheses independent of their political ideology? Both. So you'll have data, and for many things you don't. What you can do super is things where a lot of data is already accrued, you know, to where you have, like, I don't know, elections or demographic things, to where somebody's already collecting data, and then you can make deductions from that data. And that is like the best base you have, because that is factual data that you're just interpreting. And I mean, like, just interpreting, you know. Interpretation is a huge thing. But probably the most difficult thing you can do in sociology is to formulate an actual hypothesis and test it in the field, you know, because it's not a determinatory science, so it gets very difficult very quick, and very much with statistics. And Gaetano says old people are the tipping point in any election because they are the most active voters. That is also true. So many elections and so much politics is about young people, about working people, etc. And probably the most underestimated demographic with the most impact are old people. Absolutely. Every election I watched, if I could say who were the least appreciated people that made the most impact, it's always the old people. Which continues to amaze me that politicians don't get it, you know?
I can kind of envision one person.
And of course, every scientist has their own beliefs, you know? But
A lot of machines, tapes, and electronic setups.
I've seen everything from right-wing sociologists to left-wing sociologists. A lot of people are trying to explain their perceived best model of society, something like that. I like to analyze why things are the way they are, you know? Why do people like this music? Why do people vote for this person, you know? Why do people believe that XYZ? And where are the similarities, you know? For example, right now we have an extremely strong similarity between 1938 Germany and 2020 America. That there is so many similarities. I cannot even. I don't even know where they were different. Everything down to the Jewish, world conspiracy, the disenfranchised masses, the lower class that is looking for guidance, the strong belief in a conspiracy that eclipses a very large part of society, that only the enlightened few can save the people from, that the enlightened few are the only ones who are for their country, and everybody that is not in the enlightened view is an enemy of the state, needs to be eradicated and is part of the world conspiracy. And and then of course the anti-conspiracy as they see them, or the enlightened. In Germany it was the Nazis, and USA, I think the analogy is very obvious. They need then to find a strong leader. That strong leader would then help them fight the world conspiracy, and that would make Germany great again. Germany would rise from the ashes through the dedicated leadership of the one strong leader, and all we needed to do was to follow him very, very much and do everything he says. Of course, he's building up an organization that is taking a lot of money, because of course they need money to build the organization so that the leader can save us from the people that are conspiring against us. And, you know, it just goes on and on and on and on. And the similarities are so striking. But, of course, the people in it don't know it because they don't know history. So it's kind of like, I don't know, watching ants. I'm watching ants a lot, I guess. Christox, the future, music of future. Future of music, music of future. It's an interesting stream today, isn't it? Somewhat different than I thought it was going to be. Symbionts, okay. I don't know, this one was good. And Getano says it's the same in Europe also. No, that was the last. Well, all of that stuff also influences music, so it's relevant. Yeah, it does. It does. It's true. It's true. An usual competition says, I have a pessimistic view on this, since we are repeating the same mistakes we made in 1938, so we have not learned anything. That is correct. Humanity never learns. A friend of mine told me that. So we're bound to repeat the same mistakes regardless of our efforts to stop it. Absolutely. I'm always surprised to hear I don't care about politics. I don't think it's possible to separate. My Twitch stream is constantly crashing. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Twitch is just, you know, fiddly. Maybe watch it somewhere else. I don't know. People don't care about politics until it impacts them. And then all of a sudden they're like, what the fuck? How is this happening? Very easy. It's happening by you not caring for 10 years. If you only care about politics when it affects you, it's too late. And people repeating the mistakes, absolutely, because people are ignorant. And they repeat the same things over and over again. In every nation, on every continent, in every language. And the amount of people that are scholarly, that are academics, that, you know, read books and know history is sufficiently small enough that they can't warn against large trends in society. And they're essentially laughed away. Same thing happened in Germany 38. There's a lot of smart people saying, look, what you're doing is not right. It's not the Jews. It's not all the Jews, you know. Not every problem that Germany has is from a world conspiracy of Jews. And you know what they did with these people? They they lock them up and kill them. So, you know, the few academics that know history and talk about it will eventually be destroyed by the mob. And then you have mob rule for a time, and it usually ends with the destruction of the country, and then it recycles. Because then people are like, oh wow, mob rule is shit. Conspiracy theories are shit. One leader is shit. Let's have a nice democracy, and then the wheel starts turning again. You know, it hasn't happened to America yet, but it's going to happen, and it's going to be very interesting. But the thing that could save America are the brown and black people. Because the demographic change, oh man, I looked at the demographic change in Texas. I don't think there's going to be a Republican president for a very long time from now on. Because the facts are that the demographic changes is changing America so much that it's the next fascist leader will have to include immigrants and brown and black people in his theory to have a large enough base for a fascist overthrow of a country. That is also one mistake that Trump made, you know. He pitched his ideas to a minority, you know. And Hitler didn't do that. Hitler pitched it to the 95% majority so that he actually found people that would, you know, follow him. That wasn't good. So, you know. What do you think is the next trend in electronic music or music in general? Okay, so the label that I run, Count Zero Records, I gave the slogan real music, real artists, real independent. Because I believe all these three things to make a return. Or I wish it to be so. I think real music is going to return. I think real artists are going to return. And I think real independent is going to happen for the first time in forever. Or at least that is my hope. Because we had decades of fake. And I would hope that people would again start to relate to music as more as just, you know, the cheapest version of fast food possible. But the sad and undeniable fact is that most people just don't have a connection to music the way that musicians and some very good fans have. For most people, it's just something that you use and don't really think about it. But the return of the real, that's, by the way, a song by Ice-T as well, is what I'm predicting as the next big trend. But it's probably going to be wrong. It is, I think, wishful thinking. And Usual Competition says, I think the same too. I told my friend, say bye-bye to the last Republican president. Yeah. Oh, but the president, absolutely. Demographics and this is why I said, you know, Trump didn't really ruin anything for anybody. He mostly destroyed the Republican Party. He made sure that they are never going to win an election, like, in a very long time. Because they're now a 30% party. And demographics is against them. Had they campaigned on conservative values, they would have won all of the Latinos, all of the black people. A lot of people there are very conservative. You can have a conservative party in America any day. They will have the majority. But you cannot have a party that is so exclusive to a certain and select spectrum of white people. It's just too small. You know, when people say, oh, why does this party not work, that party not work? At the end of the day, if you analyze why parties are successful or not, some ideologies are just not have enough mass appeal. And, you know, hey, let me be the next Hitler just doesn't have enough people supporting it. Is that because the internet is making it easier to become a creator? Absolutely, yes. Hypnosis, internet and computers have made it so easy to do stuff. Look where I'm sitting here. I'm not going to say numbers. But the studio that I'm working in today and have been working in for the last years has cost a nice chunk of money. Let's just put it like that. But when I started making music, this capability here would have cost approximately 10 times that. And what you nowadays can do with the light version of Ableton is insane. You can make a chart hit with a free software. No problem. You can make a #1 Billboard hit with free software. It's not a problem at all. I can show you how. I can show you what packages to buy. I don't know. Invest $100 and you're good. Invest nothing, you still can get started. There's even free DAWs that you can use. So never before has it been technically easier to make music that has a very high production quality. Usual competition says, but a worrying trend is that the Republicans radicalize the Latinos, basically asking them to switch sides. Yep. Hypnosis, that's awesome. Will be exciting to see how music evolves. We're still reviewing songs. Sorry, Gaetano. I am. I'm listening to all of these songs and I am almost done with the first round. Music is going to evolve because today we have 5 million releasing musicians and 45,000 new songs every day. AI is going to make a huge impact in music. But what a lot of times they cover with AI is that it's not really intelligent. A lot of the music created by AI is actually essentially what is a pattern repeat. It's an analysis of patterns and then a repeat of these patterns. That isn't really intelligence. But of course, every software that can do anything now is called AI, you know? Because it's cool to say that. Kelly Rose. What are you thinking about this? Hypnosis is saying, what will AI do? Will it help, critique, or write? Write, creation. The big companies want to cut out all the people. Just imagine how much cheaper it would be if all they needed to hire was one actor that role plays the artist. Kind of like what they're doing now, but they're not going to need anybody else. Just a guy in a studio with the AI making the music that they parameterize and get out there, and then somebody role plays it. Because of course they're never going to say this music was made by AI. They will say, oh, this music was paid by, I don't know, 49X74 Junkie Monkey, you know? As they do now. Most of the artists are just actors. They don't really do anything. I thought we didn't like computer-generated music as well as human-generated. Huh. Yep, I'm going to take her for song contest stuff. She's from the US, but I think she's also from New Zealand or something. I don't know, it was a little bit unclear. Hypnose says it's sad for humanity. I don't think so. I think it's just another step of progress. Because the ultimate barrier of STEM is creativity. Because creativity is what still sets humans apart from electromechanical systems and information systems. it's the one thing that even after AI, which models behavior and patterns, are still not there to replicate, because creativity is something different altogether. And that is actually the next and the more difficult step, because what AI currently does is it repeats behavior. It's like a monkey, you know, you lift your hand, the monkey lifts his hand. The monkey sees a pattern, he repeats the pattern. That isn't really intelligence. It's just marketing hype from companies trying to sell their stuff as artificial intelligence, you know. Then what do humans do if machines create everything? They create the things that machines haven't created yet, because you will find that machines don't create much new, because they don't know what sounds cool. They only know what we think sounds cool. Every machine is essentially programmed, and I did some AI programming myself, because I also have a technical degree in electronic engineering. And when I was young, I did a lot of AI stuff. Again, when it wasn't popular, people were just, you crazy, you know? So the learning behavior that we... Am I the only here on the Twitch stream? No, there's 6 people, I think. Oh. So the way that we parameterize AI systems is with our input. What we think is cool, what we think is a human, what we think, etc. But it gives you a snapshot of what population thinks at that very point. What creative minds have always done is to bring society to the next level that nobody had thought of. You know, and that is the point. Who is going to make these very new things that nobody had thought of, that break the mold, the fabric, and even the basic laws of physics? Who's going to be the Einstein, and who's going to be the person that innovates? He lost everyone. No, what are you talking about? I know you don't want to hear this. I'm sorry, but you know. And Hypnosis says, so you think AI will help scale with humans too? Maybe a few people may be doing so. Yeah. What the average human does. Okay. Gaetano, I heard you complaining. It's been the 4th time. Okay, we're gonna industrial engineering, yeah. All right, we're in the 2nd round now to review the music, and it's totally okay that if one or another show we talk about something else. It's okay, don't worry about it. I started in August, you know, last year doing this show, and I did it 3 times a week ever since then. So I've done it, I don't know, maybe 80 times. So I think that you will see a lot of everyday music generated by AI. Anything that's in a commercial, anything that's in a movie, anything that's... Thank you, Yo-Yo. Anything that's in a very basic music usage is going to be replaced by AI. That's what I believe. But I don't think there's going to be anything revolutionary coming from there. At least not yet, you know. And I think by the time that AI is very good, we will probably have found a way to gene manipulate us ourselves to be smarter. And this is Track Soul, You and Me.
I got
And that's an interesting Friday. And I'm going to check now. I'm gonna check up all my people. That was the guy with the cool music. Doot, doot, doot. Yeah, we got some people, some on Facebook, some on YouTube, some on Twitch. Looks all normal to me. One guy's on the other Twitch. No, they're just somewhere else. All right, let me have a look. All right, there's another song from Traxsoul. Let's hear that.
I know that you like to be hit by my side.
Okay, so this is the only song. Let me just check this guy out on his SoundCloud. All right, let me just hear here a little bit.
That you like.
Fairly basic. Oh, that is from a different guy. Oh, those are reposts. Oh, let me check that. Traxsoul Lemonade remix.
Like wasting time.
I don't know. I don't know. Let me check that Instagram. It's okay. It's not overwhelming. I don't know. It's fringy. Don't really know what to do with this so much. This song is actually pretty good. It's pretty chill. Okay, since we now have a single deal anyway, I'm gonna write him for this single. That's what he wants anyway. Decent effort, exclamation mark. Oh my god. Decent effort, exclamation mark. This song could be okay for a single. Full stop. You can go and check out our single deal on our webpage at the commercial section. Full stop. All the best and cheers, exclamation mark. Because that is actually a new thing, because I used to not have single deals, but now we have single deals because so many people wanted single deals. But we're automating them because they're usually not really worth the time of actually talking with everybody, because most people that just want single deals don't want to work with a team, and they don't want to, work long term on their career. They just have one song that they want to play somewhere. And so we have a form where you can actually completely do everything by yourself. You can go there, apply for the single deal, upload the song, and if we like it, we approve it and release it. And there you go. All right, now we're going back to that Kid Wakely, Sinners and Saints. And I think he collaborated with somebody there. And somehow it worked well on something. But that was pretty good though. I don't know what this guy would want though. Sync and distribution, okay. We can do that. Okay. Good song. Full stop. Send us an email to count0records.com and we can have a chat. Full stop. All the best and cheers! Exclamation mark. Talk soon. All right. Carson Gray.
Dub Life Music Group.
Dub Life Music Group. Dub Life Music Group. Whose tag is in there?
I can't be no simp cause that's what he do. I can't play these games cause I get evil. I'm so evil, you're so evil.
This is somebody who's like Instagrammy.
Had me confused, but now you see through. I can't be no simp
Carson Keys Odemwuke.
I get evil. I'm so evil, you're so evil. I don't need you. You told me you love me, that can't be true. You told me you want me, I believe.
I don't know. I think this is one of these instances to where I'm not necessarily in connection with the current thing.
I'm like, go now, but you go now. I'm on the phone now. You gone wild, but you gone wild. You on your own now. You showed up.
Too many sign-offs in that email.
Alone now. I can't go out.
Not sure what that means.
You know I'm leaving now. You fucked up. Listen to your friends, it's as dumb as you
Oh yeah, sign-off. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
so sad while I'm chasing her back.
it's with a freaking
My new bitch bad as fuck. My
spelling
cash is
thingy.
steady going up. You missed out on this life, love, and that's sad as fuck. I don't need you. You had me confused, but now you see through. I can't be no simp, cause that's what he do. I can't play these games, cause I get evil. I'm so evil, you're so evil. I don't need you. You had me confused, but now you see through.
not many plays on his SoundCloud. Seems to have a fairly stable Instagram.
Play these games, cause I get evil. I'm so evil.
I don't know.
You are the dude on the side. You the one telling me lies. You the one taking advice.
Yeah, it's with the typing and the voice rec, etc. I'm still struggling with that a little bit.
You going out and you gone for a night.
I'm just trying to find. Is anybody connecting with this song?
I do not fight back, yeah. Now that shit over with. Losing your grip, get a hold of it. You took it
Because
out,
I'm not.
I bought your last chain. We in the fast lane. You know it's a damn
But maybe that's what younger people would like.
I want a babies. I'm pricing houses, you pricing Mercedes. You had me blunt to the way you was shady. My homies, they want me, I thought they was crazy. Yeah.
And Yo-Yo says no.
Queen, 50-50, no in between. Fairy tales, I thought we was a friend, but everything ain't
Guys, are we becoming a label for old people here? See, dude. I don't know. But I'm also not young, that's right.
I'm so evil, you're so evil, I don't need you. You had me confused, but now you see through. I can't be no simp, cause that's
Define old people.
I can't play these games, cause I get evil. I'm so evil, you're so evil.
Hold on, let me just Google this person here. Because I haven't heard of him, but that doesn't mean anything. I haven't heard of anybody, you know? So I'm not really any kind of, you know. Blah, 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 blah. 14,000 monthly listeners. Let's have a look. Aha, there's this one song that has 6 million plays and everything else didn't work out. I see. Okay, so he has one song that has 5 million plays and everything else is just like 10,000 plays and stuff. So he obviously had one famous song that was in 2019, but that is already 2 years ago. Now the question is... Aha, self-released. Self-released, I think he definitely had something going on there, but then he never got signed. And the question is, why did he never get signed after having that song? Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, you talked to all of these people and you had one song but didn't get signed. Yeah, Pratham. What am I going to say? Decent effort! Exclamation mark. We checked out your material and found your song with 5 million streams. Full stop. We are wondering why so far you did not get signed to any label. Full stop. You can check our website for more info. Full stop. All the best and cheers. Exclamation mark. That is maybe the appropriate thing, you know? Alright. Staje TaylorMade. Because there's so many artists that overplay their hand, you know? And they have a success, but then I talk with so many people who just had a success and I offered them to work with them. And they were like, nah, I'm waiting for a big label. I'm waiting for the big guys to come. They're going to come. I already talked to them. And of course they never do. And then if they do, they give you a really shitty contract and you don't necessarily have a better time. Nope. Decent effort! Exclamation mark. Cute song that has some good musical elements, but many of the vocals are really improvable. Full stop. All the best and cheers! Exclamation mark. That bass line doesn't fit. Like at all. It's hanging and it doesn't fit. Why would you do that? Occasionen and Maximus Rome. He worked with Occasionen, who's always sending me stuff. Okay. These guys, okay. Hmm. Nope. Upon second inspection, I'm saying no. Kenzen and Alia Soliman.
I was such a fucking fool for thinking that you could change. You say that you were better,
Only one song to see here on the artist profile.
that you've got your demons fixed. But I'm still putting band-aids on your wounds that I didn't create. Was I ever worth it to you? Now I'm asking myself, baby, I just need some help. 'Cause I seem to blame myself every time, every time. Cleaning up bed sheets.
Bit chaotic. Actually gets worse. Kenzen. Let
I'm not good enough when all I wanted was your love. I was such a fucking fool for thinking that you could change. You say that you were better. I always let the days slip away. I should have wounds that I did. I always let the
I don't want remixes. What? Okay, this is a remixer. This is the first song he made. It's gonna be a no. I'm always looking for people who can make music, you know. A lot of people start with remixes, and that's good. That's all well and good, but you need to be able to do.
I can kind of envision maybe one person with a lot of machines, tapes, and electronic setups.
Okay.
A lot of machines.
Okay, he's got some really funky parts in there that I like, but it's not sophisticated enough. Okay, that was that Hungarian person, I think. Okay, let's check out his material. Yep. Yeah, it seems to be. All very backgroundy. Yeah. Very backgroundy, very generic. A little bit too generic. Damn it. I know it's difficult, you know, between me saying it's not generic enough and too generic. But generally, music without vocals is always very difficult to sell. Just pure instrumentals. Kaylee Rose, I wanted to talk with her.
Their perfect smiles hide.
We wanted to talk to Kaylee Rose. Good song, full stop.
Don't raise your voice.
Send us an email to
Let your real self out only when alone. Ooh, if everything looks perfect from the outside,
and we can have a chat about
you are on the inside, but behind closed
possibly working together. Full stop. All the best and cheers! Exclamation mark.
the shade,
All right, that was it.
talk how they
Those were all the songs, and we got through them pretty good.
is big.
And I know that you're very excited for this girl, Gaetano, so I'm bringing her in just for you.
Don't raise your voice, save your threats for home. Let your real self out only when alone. Ooh, if everything looks perfect from the outside, ooh, doesn't matter who you are on the inside, but behind closed doors, behind closed doors. How do we mess it all? Till the
Yeah, it's
whispers and the sirens call. You can hide anything inside four walls.
Oh, I got two more in.
Everything looks perfect from the outside.
I don't know if she does.
Ooh, but you can't hide what's inside. Everything looks perfect from the outside.
All right, I got some more in. As we were reviewing, we got two more in. Let's have a look at those two as well.
And he hold the key, salvation paid in full for you and me, but not just for the old, but young ones too. Many a cause
Meh.
of the children of you. And all we want
Wow, this is
is
really not good.
Algunos andan perdidos, sin tener dirección. El enemigo
Nice vocal, but everything else sucks.
roba la visión. Déjame decirte, donde quiera que estés,
Rasta Blasta.
Dios da gracia y amor sin cobrar. Agape, amor incondicional.
Okay, yeah, no. Decent effort! Exclamation mark. Female vocals are okay, but the programming, especially the drums, need some real improvements. Full stop. Also needs improvements in instruments and arrangement. Full stop. All the best and cheers! Exclamation mark.
Es la conciencia interior.
And this is Ariane with his song Fire. Ariane in Fire. Yeah, that sounds like 20 years ago, which isn't bad, but not necessarily what people want to hear right now. Yep. No, it's too. It remains too simple and too repetitive. And a lot of the things that I look at have to be understood in the context of the time that they're in. Because if you did these songs 20 years ago, they would have been great. But you're doing them now. It's different. Now people like to hear different things. Certain things have already been done. So every song kind of like lives in the context of its time and culture. I think somebody asked me, would you take Bohemian Rhapsody from Queen? And I said no. I mean, I answered truthfully because if you made that song now, I don't think anybody would take it. You know what I mean? But it's an iconic song. But I don't know if it could live in a released in 2021 space. And not McLovin77 are asking me, are you a producer? Yes, I am. And so many other things. Lover of barbecue and beer, and also sweets, and beach, and sun, and, having a good time. Oh, let me play some music. Talking about good time. Let me play some music and sing to you, my fellows. Here's my player. Come on, people. So weird. No. All right. So now is the time if you have any questions to ask them, because we have arrived at the end of our stream. We've reviewed about 50 songs today. We had some very interesting conversations that were not necessarily only about music, but about sociology, AI, and many interesting political topics. I always like to talk about these things, and people know that I'm prone to going on tangents. But I think there is a underlying importance that if somebody like me who makes 3 shows a week, I don't know. I don't think you should be that shallow to never talk about anything of any depth. Hey Sharon, how you doing? I'm doing good. I just finished for this week. It's Friday, and I think I'm going to drink a beer just to protest for my certain someone trying to, not have me drink beer so I can lose weight. And then I'm gonna take a shower, and then I'm gonna probably watch Baker Street Boys. And I'm going to be really happy with that. And that sounds extremely boring to many of you. But I've had a very busy week, so I'm really happy with doing some small stuff. Yeah, Yo-Yo, if I were with you, or when we can be together again, we're going to definitely put beef on the grill. It's going to be beef on the grill and beer from the tap. That's what's going to happen after Corona, Oh, man. That is going to be great. And for people that know me, I'm not a fancy person, I've never been. So when people are like, yeah, I'm an electronic music producer, and when I'm not making hit tracks, I'm jumping out of airplanes, and I'm climbing mountains, and I'm riding wild horses and fighting tigers in Siberia, I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm like, when I'm not producing music, I'm drinking beer and barbecuing in the backyard and swimming in my pool and getting left alone by the world, I'm not necessarily somebody who wants to prove to everybody on Instagram how far of a bridge I can drop down and scream. I don't know. Cheers to you. Have a fantastic evening. Much deserved. You too, Sharon. All right, guys. Woo! Thank you so much for being on Record Label Boss this week. We're coming back next Monday. because we're doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, always at 2000 Central European Time. Always 50 to 70 songs. I do have to say, though, that Monday is usually the biggest day. So if you want to see a very long show, check in on Monday at 8. And if you want to have a little bit of a shorter show, it would be Friday and Wednesday. If you have any questions, you're welcome to send your questions to me on Reddit, on Instagram, or any other social channel where you can follow me. Essentially, you just type my name in Google, and I'm sure you'll find me somewhere. I wish you a very, very great, super weekend. Be careful with what you do, because we still have Corona. Avok! I work Monday. I'll make sure to hit you up. The whole stream on company time. Thank you so much, Avok. That is much appreciated. Have a nice weekend. Don't do anything stupid before you get the vaccine, so we can all party together next year. It's going to be great. If you want to know any more about us or our artists, go to CountZeroRecords.com and check out the people that work with me and together, and we have lots of fun doing it. If you want to know more about me or this show, actually, it's RecordLabelBoss.com. If you want to know more about me, just put the fucking thing in Google and watch the videos. Thank you so much for being on here. My name is Avio, and I wish you a very freaking wonderful weekend. And I'll see you on Monday, where we're going to review 60 more independent artists from around the world. All right. I'll see you on Monday.